I don't think it's unfair to say that 2020 wasn't a particularly amazing year. Now that we're able to put it behind us, what better way to ring in the new year than with a fresh can of matcha? I'm here today to review Ippodo's New Year Matcha blend, Ushi-Mukashi, the Year of the Ox. So long, Year of the Rat. Hello, Year of the Ox. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike, and if you're new here, I talk about all things tea and how the ancient wisdom of tea masters can help us live better lives today. Real quick note, this is not a sponsored video, though I did reach out to the Ippodo US team and offer to do a review of this tea for them if they would agree to provide a can of the matcha to me, which they graciously agreed to do so. So shout out to the Ippodo US team. Thanks so much for providing me with this tea, and I'm excited to get into it with everybody here today. Let's get into it, shall we? So I have to apologize. I originally wanted this to be an opening video. This is the second take of the video because the first one was out of focus. And so I'm doing this again. In that sense, it's not a true first taste impressions. Technically, it's the second one. I hope you'll forgive me for cheating on this a little bit. But hey, hopefully it results in a better video. So what have we got in front of me today? I'm doing a pseudo ceremonial style preparation. I figured it's New Year's, so let's make it fun. Let's do a little bit of a celebration. I have what would typically be a kettle on a hot plate, a bamboo water scoop, of course my tea bowl, whisk, and I've already pre-sifted 2 grams of the Ushi-Mukashi matcha. Hopefully that's coming through on this camera over here. I can't see what it's doing as it's facing away from me. Without further delay, let's start brewing. Now this matcha is a blend, like I said. It's a limited edition blend that they make every year for the new year, and it's themed for whatever the zodiac animal is for that year. And Ippodo is primarily a company that makes tea blends. So what Ippodo is mainly concerned with, of course, is consistency. They have been around for a long time, and they have a customer base that expects them to provide a certain type of consistent flavor. However, with their limited edition products, this being one of them, they have the opportunity to do something a little bit different. So while I am expecting this tea, I've already tasted it so I know, this tea does carry the Ippodo flavor, but it has something a little bit different and unique compared to their regular offering. All right, so we'll just finish preparing the whisk here. Dump out this water, and we are ready to get to the actual making of the matcha. So, like I said, I've got about 2 grams of matcha pre-sifted here. You always want to sift your matcha so you can avoid getting clumps in the bowl itself. In you go. A little bit stuck on there, but it's not the end of the world. That'll have to do. So 2 grams of matcha and about 60 milliliters of water, just roughly a half of one of these scoops. And now we whisk. Now this water in here is pretty hot. I don't know exactly how hot. Not too far off of a boil. But this is, again, more of the traditional style rather than me being particular about how I control the temperature with my electric kettle. I'm trying to replicate the ceremonial experience here. But if you want to be more particular about your temperature, you can be. I typically would use somewhere between, depending on the matcha, but maybe 75, 80 degrees Celsius or cooler. Hotter will be a bit more astringent, cooler will be a bit more umami. And speaking of umami, whew, the aroma is just wafting out of this bowl. It's like seaweed, a nutty, kind of almost roasty nutty character. I think I did good on this one. Let's find out. Before I drink, we give thanks. Thank you for sticking with me this year, 2020. Thank you for getting through this year. Here's to a healthier, happier, safer, and more prosperous 2021. Cheers. Right away up front, it's got some astringency, bold flavor, but not overwhelming. As it kind of moves into my mouth and down the throat, I'm getting a nice fragrance coming up out of the esophagus into my sinuses. This is mellower. I would say mellower than the first time I had it. Very pleasant. It's not punching me in the face. It's not overwhelming in any way. Very balanced. No notes or characteristics in here that I would consider to be undesirable. Good umami. Just the right amount of bitterness, making my mouth kind of salivate, preparing me for that next sip. So that is a very good bowl of matcha. Very well balanced. The umami isn't too loud. The astringency isn't overpowering. The bitter is pleasant. The bitterness is pleasant. It sits nicely on the tongue. Overall, there's just nothing about this tea that I could pick out to complain about. Now, this tea is only on sale until January the 15th. Now, I checked their website before the video and they're currently sold out, but they expect to have more stock on the 4th. So if you want to have your own chance to try this tea, again, limited edition, New Year's matcha blend, Ushi-Mukashi, the Year of the Ox. You can find it on their website. I'll put a link in the description down below. Currently sold out as of the time of this video, but like I said, they're getting more, but they do stop selling on the 15th. I mean, it's limited edition, right? That's how it works. Thanks for watching this video. If you're new to matcha and you'd like to learn more about how to get started making matcha on your own, I'll put a couple videos up here and up here that I've made before about how to get started doing matcha at home. That includes the tools that you need, how to manage your water temperature, so on and so forth. It's all in the videos there. And thanks again for supporting me this year in 2020. It means a lot to have you here with me, and I hope that we'll share a lot more great tea moments together in 2021. So until next time, happy drinking.